You are watching CTV, the Comedy Network.
In days of yore, in Western lore, a man returned from Civil War. His heart beat pure beneath his vest. His name was Best, best of the West. But not alone did he come home. His newfound bride was at his side, and with his boy who did protest, they all came west to live with me.
Yippee-ki-yi-yo, yippee-ki-yi-yay, victory mighty cheers. Yippee-ki-yi-yo, yippee-ki-yi-yay, for the Western pioneers.
And off they rode, this family, and man and wife. His boy makes three, it's through their deeds this land progressed. Hooray for Best, best of the West.
I'll tell you the big news. They're hanging Parker Tillman.
Hanging Tillman? Where?
By the neck, I guess.
Why? As marshal here, I can't allow a hanging.
All right, Tillman. Say your prayers.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Sam, please. The whole town is against me. You have got 24 hours to prove my innocence at least. Go out and find the truth.
I found this running iron and this mask in Tillman's office. And I found 200 head of Kincaid's cattle mixed in with Tillman's herd.
In light of the overwhelming evidence, I have no choice but to find you guilty. I hereby order you to be taken to a place of public execution, after which you will be hung by the neck until dead.
I don't think you did it.
This is gonna be the best shave you ever got. The best. And the last.
Let's not rush things, Frog. You won't be giving me my last shave until tomorrow.
Tomorrow's my day off. Oh, what am I saying? Of course I'm gonna be here. Could we make it early?
You should see the crowds out there who come into town to see the hanging. People are going crazy. It's a real circus.
Doc, I really appreciate your looking in on my horse.
Don't mention it, Laney. I've got to tell you, he's a mighty sick horse.
I don't believe it. I raised old Dan from a colt. I taught him tricks. He's the smartest horse there is.
Being smart's no guarantee you'll live forever.
Tell me about it.
Poor old Dan. He was a great horse. Tell me, Doc, how serious is it?
Let me ask you this. Did you teach him to roll over on his back with his legs in the air and do this?
Not that I recall.
And it's pretty serious. Oh, morning, Sam. Some ruckus, huh?
Yeah, could I talk to Tillman alone?
Oh, sure. Come on, lady.
You too, Frog.
Could I just put on some aftershave?
Tillman, something's bothering me about the evidence in the trial. The running iron and the mask were barely hidden in your office. The stolen cattle were right out in the open on your own ranch. You're just too smart for that. It doesn't make sense.
Well, it's about time. Do you think that's enough to get me a new trial?
I doubt it.
Oh, well, that was very amusing.
I've been out trying to dig up something to clear you. I just ran out of places to look.
Listen, Marshal. There's a place up in the mountains near Diablo Canyon. It's a sort of rest stop for the scum of the earth. Somebody up there is bound to know who's behind all this. Smiling?
This is just like a dime novel I read, in which the sheriff disguised as a criminal, rode out to the outlaw's hideout, joined the gang, found the real crooks, and saved an innocent man.
Hooray.
I can do that, too. I'm going to disguise myself right up and find out who's behind this. Tillman, I'm on my way to Diablo Canyon, and you're on your way to freedom.
Thanks, Marshal.
Not Marshall. Patch Beaudry.
We're both going to die.
Okay, if you're Patch Beaudry, tell me when you were born.
June 13th, 1829.
And how old are your parents?
Both deceased.
You really studied up on this Patch Beaudry.
Yes, I have, Daniel. I think I could pass for him even among his closest friends.
According to this, his closest friend was Blind Joe Johnson.
There you are.
It also says here that Patch Beaudry weighed 200 pounds. What happens if his closest friend feels you?
You're right, Daniel. I could use a little padding.
Oh, Sam, don't put that pillow in your shirt. If you have to put something under there, at least make it something practical. Here, like this cast iron skillet.
What's the matter? You worried about me? Afraid somebody's going to be shooting at me, maybe?
Sam, this isn't a dime novel. You're going into a den of the worst thieves and cutthroats in the West. If they find you out, I don't even want to think what they're going to do to you.
I don't think anyone's going to mess with him, Mom.
That's right. You know why?
Because no one wants to pick on a fat, one-eyed orphan.
There are other reasons.
Sam, please don't go.
Elvira, I have to do this. It was the evidence I presented at the trial that's sending Tillman to the gallows. If I found out he was innocent, I could never look at myself in the mirror again. It's tough enough as it is.
Try without the patch.
Ask me some more questions.
Who's Yancey Culhane?
Phil I shot.
Whereabouts? No, I mean what city?
Dodge.
Why'd you do it?
I don't know, son. Why'd I do it?
Well, it says here that Culhane dishonored your woman. He took her up to his cabin, tied her up, and then proceeded to...
I get the idea, Daniel.
Oh, my. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. Now, that doesn't sound so bad.
I'll try to be home in time for supper.
Sam, I know you want me to be brave, but I'm worried that you won't be home for supper tonight. Or breakfast tomorrow. Or lunch tomorrow. Or supper tomorrow. Or breakfast the next day.
Elvira, I understand. You're scared.
Right.
Now, don't you worry. I've got a good plan. I've got a good costume. And I've got all the information I need. Nothing is going to go wrong.
Dad, try not to let any of them kiss you.
Sam.
For what? I think I'll shop around. Whiskey. Hey, this whiskey's water. Mister, when Patch Beaudry gets watered whiskey, Patch Beaudry expects an apology. Sorry, Beaudry.
Now, I've been sitting there looking at you, and I'm saying to myself, maybe this hombre is Patch Beaudry, and maybe he ain't.
And I say I am.
And maybe you won't mind my asking you a few questions.
I think I can answer any questions.
Who's Yancey Culhane?
Man I shot.
Whereabouts?
Dodge.
Why'd you do it?
Because I caught him messing around with my woman.
Well, that's good enough for me. You're Beaudry, all right? And I'm Yancey Culhane's brother.
Oh.
I've been waiting 10 years for this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Could I have another bottle, please? Takes more than a little knife to hurt Patch Beaudry.
Saved at the last minute.
Saved. Saved. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'll change my life. I'll be good. I'll build a church. Oh, Laney, how did it happen?
Doc put some powder in his feet. Old Dan's acting like a colt again.
Old Dan.
Uh-huh. You're really going to build a church?
Let old Dan build the church.
Here's your supper.
My last meal. Oh, just what I wanted, too. Chicken in a pail.
Evening.
Oh, howdy.
The marshal not around? I wanted to thank him for getting my cattle back and for nailing this varmint over here. Well, I'll stop by later.
Oh, say, Mr. Kincaid, you could do me a kindness. Would you mind watching the prisoner? I gotta go visit old Dan.
Well, I'll be glad to. This Dan of yours sounds pretty special.
You betcha. I can't wait to jump on his back, dig in my spurs, and give a big...
Newlyweds. Having a pleasant day?
You bet. It'll be better tomorrow when I watch you dancing on air.
You're the one. You framed me, didn't you?
That's right.
Why?
You cheated my father in a crooked poker game. Remember?
You'll have to be a little more specific.
The details don't matter. What matters is I've waited for 20 years for my revenge. And when you hang tomorrow, I'll have it.
Not after I tell the marshal what you just told me.
What are you doing here, Blackie?
Marshal Sam Best is up at Diablo Canyon. He's poking around, asking lots of questions, getting feathers all over the place.
Tillman, I'll pass your message on to the marshal before I kill him. And I'll be back here tomorrow to see you hang. Come on, Blackie.
It's not my day. Dark meat.
Hello, I'm Robert Klein, and this week on Dead Comic Society, we've got Buster Keaton and Harry Langdon.
Dead Comic Society on CTV, the Comedy Network. Television's home for classic comedy. Sunday mornings at 10, only on CTV, the Comedy Network.
Catch the action. Catch the excitement. Catch the Hawk.
Good plan, Junior.
Bruce Willis is Hudson Hawk. Rated R. Starts Friday, May 24th at a theater near you.
I'm dreaming of summer, cool breezes, fresh air. When I want that feeling, summer's eve takes me there. It's clean, fresh feeling, keeps the good times on my mind. Summer's eve brings back freshness anytime.
Hey, I know how you feel. Your weight is up, your energy's down, your self-esteem's low, your blood pressure's high. You know what you need? Exercise. But who has the time? You do. Just imagine what a difference you can make in just 20 minutes a day, 3 times a week with Nordic Track. Nordic Track. They call it the world's best aerobic exercise. Nordic Track's patented flywheel provides smooth, non-jarring continuity of motion, so there's no stress to your back or knees. Your total body gets into the action. That's not true with ordinary exercisers. Nordic Track's total body workout burns more calories. You'll lose weight, reduce stress, and feel better. I'll bet you never imagined fitness at home could be this easy. Now is the time to get rid of that unfit body. Create a new you. Try Nordic Track for 30 days at home with no risk or obligation. You'll see and feel the difference. Call for a free video and brochure.
The unadjusted trial balance and it's starting.
I've been an accountant for 8 years. I've taught at colleges with traditional programs. And now I teach accounting at DeVry. And for the first time, I really feel like I'm preparing students for a career.
DeVry brings real-world experience to the classroom with involved teachers like Sherry Elkin.
Let me put my experience to work for you.
Call now, 1-800-247-7800. DeVry, we're serious about success.
If you like your comedy up close and personal...
Cool, my parents are thrilled about that.
Then welcome to the club.
Party! I'd rather pass a kidney stone.
It's coming to me.
Join host Will Schreiner.
Yeah.
And America's funniest comic.
Any hecklers?
The best of the U.S. Comedy Festival. 2-drink minimum. Saturday at 6 on CTV.
Yes, sir. I sure do enjoy wrestling. If there's one thing I enjoy more, it's framing people. Yeah, some of the happiest days of my life were spent framing people for wrestling. You boys ever doing that kind of work? Say, recently? Say, around here?
Matter of fact, we have, Marshal. Talk with him.
I had a hunch it was you, Kincaid, all along. You're not going to get away with this.
Oh, no?
Nope. Because I got a deputy standing right behind you with a gun trained at your back, so drop it.
No, I thought you'd come up with something better than that old trick.
Drop him!
The old ones are sometimes the best.
Tillman told me the story. I figured you'd need some help.
And I figure you need some help. Someone standing right behind you.
Horse cookies.
Got it just in time, Blackie. Get over it.
Yeah, just in time to have the barrel of a 6-gun aimed right at your back.
Oh, come on now. Give it a rest, will you?
Drop it.
Well, I guess that's it, Kincaid.
Not quite. Do you think those two rode in without being spotted by the lookout? Well, he's standing right behind you. So just throw over that gun.
There ain't nobody there. Boy, that's a new one on me.
All right, tie him up. Tie him up. Blackie, get the dynamite. All right, boys. Hurry it up. Come on. Come on, hurry up. Got the dynamite, Blackie? Now, Tillman gets hung at sunup, and I want to get me a real good front row seat. Light the fuse. Let's go.
It ain't over yet. Can you whistle without putting your fingers in your mouth?
Sure.
Now do it 3 times. Good. No, like this, like 2 low and 1 high. Da-da-da, like that. No, okay. Da-da-da, da-da, like that. Dan! Attaboy, Dan. Good boy. Dan, go on over there, boy. That's it. Go on. Go on over there and step on the fuse. Good boy. He ain't used to working in front of crowds.
Want us to leave?
No, just don't look at him. It makes him nervous. Come here, boy. Dan, I love you. We've been through so many scrapes together, and you never let me down. I know you can come through this time. Go on, boy. Go on. Step on the fuse. Step on the fuse. You're looking at him.
Tillman, let's go.
What's the rush?
He's right. We ought to do this properly. Tillman, would it comfort you to hear a reading from this book?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it would.
Anything in particular?
How about the Old Testament?
This is not the good book. I couldn't find the good book. However, I found a good book. I thought you might enjoy a chapter or two from David Copperfield. Chapter 1. Whether I shall turn out to be the hero of my own life, or whether that station will be... What?
Let's get on with it. Who built this thing?
Your own construction company.
Life is full of little ironies. See, like that one. A fella could get killed up here.
I guess this is the final moment. Do you have any final requests?
If it wouldn't be too much trouble, I'd like a glass of wine. A nice claret. Vintage 1887.
But this is 1865.
I'll wait.
Forget it, Tillman, forget it. All right, Tillman. This is it. I can't do it.
Of course you can't. It's wrong. No matter what I did to your father, you just couldn't possibly go through with it. Basically, you're a decent man.
No, the lever is stuck. All right, Tillman. Get ready to meet your maker.
Stop the hanging!
All right, hold those men. They're behind this, not Tillman.
Balls! You didn't hang.
Well, I didn't and I did. Thanks, Marshal. You came almost in the nick of time.
I didn't expect your gratitude, Tillman, but you should know that I risked my life to save you. I cleared you of all the rustling charges, and it's because of me that you're not going to hang.
I'll buy you a plant.
You were lucky this time. If I were you, I'd get on my horse and get out of town.
Get out of town? Marshal, I own this town. Come on, everybody. The saloon is open again.
Not anymore, Tillman. I'm afraid the people of this town see you now for what you are. You can't manipulate them like you used to.
Did I mention that the drinks are on me? They're so easy.
And now, a very quick CTV quiz. What's frequently funny looking, occasionally loud, and full of ridiculous observations and/or questions.
What? What are you laughing at?
You'll find the answer to these questions and more on Stand Up, Stand Up.
Funny.
An entire half hour of only the funniest stand-up comedy clips from legendary greats, young up-and-comers, big-time superstars. Stand Up, Stand Up. Tonight at 9 on CTV.
When this was Grandfather's desk, every week I'd help Grandma polish it with Pledge. I'd spray, she'd wipe, and together we'd bring out its beautiful shine. Now that the desk is mine, I use touchable Pledge, so even smears just disappear.
Pledge, still shining after over 30 years, with no buildup. And with touchable Pledge, smears just disappear.
Grandma's gonna love it.
Also try new anti-static Pledge dusters, the quick way to grab and hold more dust.
She came.
I'm a babysitter.
She saw.
Ow!
She croaked.
They'll definitely call Mom.
Don't tell Mom. The babysitter's dead.
Rock and roll!
Now, Christina Applegate spends the summer
Don't forget to do the dishes, okay?
with no nagging, no curfews, no rules.
Dishes are done, man.
Don't tell Mom the babysitter's dead. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, June 7th at a theater near you.
Introducing the revolutionary Roller Ruler. Roller Ruler, an amazing high-tech geometric tool that is 5 instruments in one. The Roller Ruler's patented rolling mechanism allows you to draw perfect vertical lines to any length. And the multi-hold measuring edge lets you draw straight parallel lines as close or as far apart as you want. For horizontal lines, simply roll a ruler 1 or 2 centimeters apart and draw your line. Now you have perfect graph paper. And look at this. The Roller Ruler is a compass. Now you can make perfect circles of any size. Use it as a T-square for drawing exact small dimensions. As a protractor, Roller Ruler can produce and measure any angle with amazing precision. The Roller Ruler replaces all old-fashioned instruments. You'll find new uses for the Roller Ruler every day. Roller Ruler is completely guaranteed, and here's how to order.
Credit card orders, call 1-800-726-6000 or send $9.95 for one or $15.95 for two plus $3 shipping to Roller Ruler, P.O. Box 20, Department C, Los Angeles, California. That's 1-800-726-6000.
But I don't understand. If you're tied up and the dynamite was about to explode, how'd you get away?
Well, son, do you remember in the dime novel when the hero was trapped in an abandoned mine shaft and suddenly it began to rain and it saved his life?
But you weren't in a mine shaft. You were in a cabin.
That's true, Daniel, but remember, old Dan was in the cabin too. And, well, to put this as politely as I can, old Dan walked over and rained on the fuse.
Say hello to the new kids on the block.
Hello? Hello?
Hiya! But don't panic. I mean, I'm only cutting your hands.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, let me catch my breath for a second.
Now, is that anything to be ashamed of or disgusted by?
Illinois.